Do you feel stuck or disconnected, like your spiritual path, your practices hit a wall? What if I told you there are 5 secret practices that witches use to get you back on track, to break through that brick wall so that you're starting to feel more connected again to your inner witch and your magical path? In this video, I'm going to go through those 5 secret practices that are very simple and you can incorporate most of them into your life very regularly. My name is Sandra. I'm the author of Crafting Your Wiccan Path. I've been on the witchcraft path now for over 35 years, and I help witches who are struggling to start a practice or deepen a practice or just get back into their practice to confidently integrate magic and connection, ritual, and love and safety and all of those good things into their life on a daily basis. And I do this through showing you how you can make witchcraft a really simple practice. It doesn't have to be complicated. There are times when you want to do big spells, complicated spells. Yeah, sure. But if you're doing it on a daily basis, you're connecting to who you are, you're connecting to your magic, and you're stepping into your witch self, that version of you who is empowered. If you want to know where to start your witchcraft practice or just get back into your practice again if you've had a bit of a break, I do have a free video called How to Start Your Witchcraft Practice. It'll let you know what witches do and how you can pace yourself along your learning curve. You don't have to do everything at once. You can start with energy work. You can learn a little bit about the elements and circle casting, add in some magic, add in the sabbats as you go. That's called How to Start Your Witchcraft Practice, and there's a link in the description field below this video, and you can also find it on my website, mysterywitchschool.com. So the first thing to do when you've hit a brick wall is to listen to your intuition. Watch your thoughts and have a look at what you're doing with your time. Where is it going? What are you focusing on? What you focus on increases. So are you focusing on what you really want to be doing with your life? Or are you focusing on the things in your life that you don't want to be doing and you don't want to focus on? Listen to your dreams. Start a dream journal or get back into your dream journal again if you've got one and you just haven't used it for a while. What are your dreams telling you? What are they indicating to you? They may be showing you how you can get back onto your path again, how you can break through those blocks. They can show you where you're going astray in your life, what's creating the disturbances in your life. It's all in your dreams. So take a morning and go somewhere nice, go somewhere in nature or even a coffee shop and just start getting in touch with who you are again. What's going on in your life? Where is your time going? And what are your dreams trying to tell you? And then place your hand on your heart and ask yourself, what is it that I need to know and do to get back on track and step into my witch power again? Number 2 is to release any curses or any negative energy that may be around you, because that can block you and it can really disturb your momentum and it can take you out of your connection with you. I'm going to use a black candle and I'm going to anoint it with dragon's blood oil. One of my favorite oils. You can use frankincense, you could use sandalwood. And I want to remove any of the negative energy, so I'm going to anoint the candle from the base of the candle up to the tip of the candle. Remove all hexes, curses, and binds, all negative energy. On a piece of paper, I'm going to write down my name and I'm going to use either some curse-breaking oil if you've got it, or again, some dragon's blood. And I'm going to just mark the paper with a cross going through it so that we're banishing all of the energy. Fold the paper over. Light your black candle. Take your paper. I burn away all hexes, curses, and binds. I burn away all evil sent towards me. Burn, burn, burn. Watch the smoke carry the negative energy away, and then you're done. Allow the candle to burn all the way down, and then dispose of the candle remains away from your home. Number 3, spend some time in nature deliberately to connect. You can do grounding exercises by sitting on a beach or just sitting on the ground, imagining that you've got cords going from the base of your spine down into the ground. Feel the energy of the earth underneath you and the weight of the earth underneath you, and just focus on that for about 5 to 10 minutes. Align yourself again to the cycles of the moon. Note what the phase of the moon is when you begin this, and start to trace day by day your actions in alignment with the moon. Is the moon waxing? Is it waning? Is it close to a full moon? And do practices that align you with that energy. So if you realize that the moon is waning at this time, what do you want to build? What do you want to grow? If it's a full moon, what do you want to bring into your life in a big way? If it's a waning moon, do some more banishing. What do you want to let go of? And if it's a new moon, just meditate on the things you want to bring into your life, the changes you want to make in your life. What are you not happy with? What's causing you to feel all blocked and heavy? And focus on the opposite of that. What would cause you to feel more free? What would cause you to feel safer, to feel more secure? What would cause you to feel more love in your life? And focus on doing spells and rituals to help you build those things. Number 4, embrace your shadow magic. When you find that you're having a lot of blocks, that maybe your magic is going astray, it's not working, you're not feeling connected to your craft anymore, where is your thinking right now? What thoughts are going through your head? What are you dealing with in your life right now? All of these negative things, and even sometimes the positive things, can be distractions from your witch work. They can be distractions for you going and taking just some time out for yourself to start questioning, what am I believing about myself and the world around me? What am I telling myself? What do I keep telling myself about myself? Do I keep telling myself I'm hopeless? Do I tell myself I don't have time for my practice? Do I tell myself it's too hard? Do I tell myself I have to put all of the other priorities in my life first and my magical practice is last? So I have to do everything externally first, take care of everybody, do everything. And then if I have time for magic or time for meditation or just time for my practice, then I'll do it. What will happen in that scenario is you'll never find time for your practice because you're putting all of these other things as a priority. In all reality, your practice is your main priority. Your whole life, happiness, joy, peace, centers around your practice. It centers around you being who you truly are. It centers around you being your true witch self. Because when you step into that version of you and you live that life as you will have more energy for all of the other things in your life that you need to do. And you'll also have the strength and the confidence to be able to push back on some of those things that may be taking up your time and energy that really are not serving you and are really just taking your time, and people in your life who are taking your energy and aren't really giving anything back for that. So take some time out for yourself, tune into what you're telling yourself and where you're putting your time and what you're telling yourself about that, and change that. Make you your first priority. Number 5, take inspired action. What are you inspired to do right now? What's the next thing you would ideally like to do? Is there a new type of magic you'd like to learn? Is there a new technique you'd like to learn? Would you just like to go out and have a look at some magic shops and see all of the beautiful crystals and maybe buy one and work with a particular crystal right now? Where do you want to go in your practice right here, right now? What's the next step that you feel inspired to do? and take that step. That is your magic and the universe telling you this is what is going to help you remove the blocks. This is what's going to help you get back into your practice and step back into your power again. So all 5 of these activities are ways for you to get back your witch power, to get back your focus, to get back your motivation, your inspiration, and your self-discipline to get back into your practice again, because this is you, this is your life, this is your path, this is your purpose, this is what you came here to do. And when you can center yourself and empower yourself back into your practice again, then the other aspects of your life can start to fall into place and flow a lot better. So if you are inspired to take action, to learn more about the craft, to finally walk your path with that meaning and that depth, I do invite you to join the Mystery Witch School 101 Academy. That academy is a 12-month course that isn't just about magic and spells. It's a way for you to bring magic and ritual, working with deities into your life day by day, to bring back that meaning, to bring back that sense of security, the sense of safety, that sense of connection to who you truly are and the path you're meant to be walking on. This is about bringing meaning into your life, not feeling pinched off anymore, that no matter what happens in life, you've got yourself covered. The magic has your back, the universe has your back, the deities have your back. That's the Mystery Witch School 101 Academy. There's a link in the description field below this video for how you can join that course. You can also find it on my website, mysterywitchschool.com. Now let me know in the comments field which of these practices resonates with you the most and which one are you going to try next. If you like the video, hit the like button, share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe. I will see you on the next video. Blessed be.